up? It's your girl Digga BM, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about suicide and depression. You may or may not know, I've said this in previous numerous videos, that I had dealt with depression and suicidal thoughts and actions in the past. And for me, right now at this venture of my life, I feel like I can 100% say that I am completely happy. And to me, that is a huge statement because I battled with depression and suicidal thoughts and self mutilation since I was 15 years old. And I just never knew how to deal with my emotions in the proper adult type of way. Um, and I would never look down on somebody if they were a risk cutter or whatever may carry your obsession or addiction may be, because I was addicted to hurting myself, cutting my wrist, because to me, as weird as it may sound, was an addiction. It felt good. I liked it. I could control it, and it didn't hurt. You would think it hurt, but it really didn't hurt. And I hated myself because I enjoyed it, and it felt sick. And I battled with that up to um, a little over a little over like a two years ago. And I look back now, and I'm just like, why though? Like, why did I let that become such a big part of my life? Like, I let that affect me, you know? And looking back now, like it's all how you deal with stuff, and sometimes it just takes time to learn about yourself, and that's what it is. I mean, and especially last year, like I I love every year and every day and every moment of my life, but last year was really hard. I lost three people really close to me in my life, and dealing with the loss of them was just traumatic. And it was one after another within like an 8 month period. And it felt like every time I got back up, I was pushed back down. I got back up and I was pushed back down. And I just kind of was like laying there, and I felt like I could never get up. And I realized like that is, without that bad stuff happening, with the people, pass away in my life, that is how depression feels. It's like you feel like you're up, but you're still getting pushed down. And it's an absolute horrible thing. Like, I would never wish that upon anybody because it is so overwhelming. Like, you. I mean, I got to the point where I just felt like an empty shell, and I just felt like I wasn't there, and I had no purpose, and why was I here, and I just want to live, and it was absolutely ridiculously horrible. And what I did to overcome it is, I surrounded myself with people in my life who I knew would be more positive, staying away from drugs, staying with people that do bad things and stuff. And not to be cliche, like, oh, stay above the influence or whatever, or, don't do bad things. I mean, it really helps. Like, just, you have to keep yourself in a positive mindset, and that's something that I had learned to do. I mean, I lashed out on people, who I really, cared about and had, I don't know. I don't know. I was just a crazy person. Inside is what it felt like, and it didn't even show a ripple of what was inside. And, these past couple of months, I could say, like, I've just been trying to get on with my life and, do better and bigger things. And it really shows you, like, the things that happened in the past really can improve and mold who you are as a person. Like, if I were to have let this depression get a hold of me, like, I don't know the person I would be right now. I'd be unrecognizable to myself. And the advice I want to give to other people is, please do not let your demons overcome you. You have to, excuse me, you have to fight against it. Never try losing that battle, because you are going to lose out on a ton of things. And you also have to remind yourself there's something better. There's something, it's not that hard. You just have to focus on that mindset. Just, it's going to get better. It's going to get better, because if you give up, you lose, and you just lose out on something amazing, which would be life in general. And I like to think that life is a pretty cool thing that we get to enjoy for the extended amount of period that we were blessed to be put on this earth, you know. So, I mean, please just live it up. I mean, do it. It dealing with this for 8 years, I'm going to say it is worth it. The pain and the struggle and the sadness and the sorrow and just these emotions that just eat you up, it is honestly worth it. Like, I wouldn't trade anything back. I like the negative thoughts and the feelings towards myself and me hurting myself. I would not trade it because it molded me to who I am today, and it made me recover, and it made me, you know, just a stronger person. And I want people to know that you can do it. I can do it. You can do it. You know, not to be cliche.